And I tell you, most people will say, there, if I can't get money in Portugal, then why am I migrating to Portugal? A lot of people want to get this citizenship. They want to get this passport. You know, when you have their passport, do you know what it means? You can go to 140 something countries. You see? So lovelies, in this video, I'm going to share with you the reasons why most people are migrating to Portugal. And I'm very sure this video would help you to take decision. But before I go into the video, if you're just coming across my channel or my video for the first time, you're welcome. I'm Doris, or simply call me bayoandobi. I make videos about studies. I talk about migration and also help students in getting settled. So if this is the kind of content that you've been searching for, then search no more, because you are in the right place. Here I share undiluted info. Yes. And if you've not subscribed, please kindly do that. And also help me share my videos so that YouTube can always recommend my channel. Thanks so much. Of course, lots of people are actually migrating to Portugal. I think probably because of what they have heard or what they have read or research they have actually made. But the question one should ask is Portugal meant for all persons? This is an important question that you should ask yourself before thinking of migrating to Portugal. Yes, and the question is Portugal meant for all kinds of persons? The answer is no. And with this, I'm going to ask three questions. If you fall into these categories, then know that Portugal is not meant for you. Okay? So the number one is, if you want to make more money or you're thinking of becoming rich, then Portugal is not meant for you. In some developed countries like the US, you can get 2 to 3 jobs at a time and you make more money. In Portugal here, I think the kind of style or the kind of way you work here is you work and at the end of the month you get paid. Okay, so if you're thinking of changing one job or the other, then don't think of coming to Portugal. Okay. And the second one is, if you are not patient, then Portugal is not meant for you. Like if you have an issue and you want them to treat it so fast, like you want a quick action, I'm sorry to tell you that they would actually take their time. They want to investigate. There's nothing like backyard runs. Take, for example, you go to their government office like Loja de Cidadão. I'm sure by the time you come down here, you would know what I'm talking about. And you're there, you take your time, you see them taking their time to just attend to a person. And you find out that at the end, you're being frustrated. Even most times you find out that the day is being useless. And if you're not patient enough, you just would leave. Okay? If you're that type that you're not patient, then Portugal is not for you. If you have no intention of paying tax, then Portugal is not for you. Yes, in Portugal here, they see tax as mandatory. Like they don't even want to see a situation whereby you are being dubious. Take, for example, you have a salon, like I know how to make hair, and I now start advertising, I start showcasing it, maybe like bringing it up on Facebook, on social media. If you are being caught and you're not paying your tax, it's actually a big problem. It's gonna be an issue for you. Okay, so if you are the type that you just don't, you feel like, how can I give out all my hard-earned money, then Portugal is not for you. If you're making hair, like you're now showcasing it, you are advertising it, you have a business, you have a salon, you have a shop where you're making your hair, you are expected to remit your tax. It is mandatory. And with that, it also helps in you getting your documents. Like for those who came in with maybe you came in with a Schengen visa and you self-employed, the social security expects that you do your diligence, you do what is expected of you by paying up what is being given to you. When you don't do that, it becomes a great issue. They don't take it lightly with such person that that disobeys. Okay, so if you are the type that maybe you want to use backyard rules or you want to do any style, those people are also wise enough in getting you. So guys, I need to tell you the main reason why most people are actually coming to Portugal. Do you know the reason? The main reason is because in Portugal, take for example, if you're a student and you migrate to Portugal, in 5 years' time, you can apply for your PR and also apply for your citizenship. Yes, that is why you see a lot of people migrating to Portugal through study. And as a matter of fact, your years of studies counts for you. So if you're a student, it's a plus. And you see people, a lot of people coming. And I think Portugal is one of the countries that does that. I think in Europe, if you're calling on the country, you will mention Portugal. And also for those who came in, like maybe you came in with a Schengen visa and you're thinking of how can I get a TRC, that's a resident permit. Yes, by the time you start remitting your tax, it gets to a state that you can now apply for your TRC. You see, it's so possible. Another reason why most people are migrating to Portugal, if you have your TRC, like a resident card, take for example, I have my resident card. I can now invite my parents. I can invite my grandparents, like those that are dependent under me. You see, I think it's in Portugal that you get this type of policy, and I see it that is the reasons why most people are actually coming to Portugal. And I tell you, most people will say, then if I can't get money in Portugal, then why am I migrating to Portugal? A lot of people want to get this citizenship. They want to get this passport. You know, when you have their passport, do you know what it means? You can go to 140 something countries. You see, that's why there is always a sacrifice to pay. If you want to get a good thing, yes, getting their passport is actually an achievement. When you get it, you know what it means. And that is why you see a lot of people, they want to pay the sacrifice, spend that time and get what they want. I'm sure with this video, hearing us what a student stands to get, aside from that, there are medicals. When you have their TR, you have access to medicals. Who doesn't want good health? Who doesn't want to have a place whereby you're sick and you can easily get attention? A doctor, you can easily reach out to your family doctor and your family doctor would respond to you. These are benefits. That's why most people are actually coming to Portugal. So if you're thinking of coming to make more money, then don't think of Portugal. If you're not patient enough, if you don't have this zero patience, then Portugal is not for you. And if you're the type that you don't want to pay tax, you don't want to pay it regularly, then don't think of coming to Portugal. But the other advantage of you getting their passport is a big thing. And I know majority of us really want that. Thank you so much if you've watched up to this moment, and see you in my next video. Bye bye. Ciao.